Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to be talking about drawing the human figure proportions. I'm going to be using the Andrew Loomis method or the 8-head method. Essentially what that means is you can fit 8 sizes of your head within the length of your body. Now this is the adult male. If you want to draw children or young adults or teenagers, then you can use the same principle, but it's going to be somewhere between 4 and 7.5 head lengths. For the simplicity of this video, I'm just going to cover the 8. And if you'd like to learn more, let me know in the comments, and I'd be glad to do another video on the smaller sizes, but you can essentially use that same method. My wife got this interesting figure here, which is a lot of fun. You can visualize in the real life of what the figure looks like, and what I recommend is doing this standing straight up, and then after you get really good at it, then you can start to move the arms and the legs around and get different proportions or turn it at different angles, and it's a really good reference to practice in real life. So let's set him right there, and he can watch us and we can use him as a reference here. I'm going to be drawing this in Procreate. You can use paper and pencil and a ruler. It works just as well. Let's jump into it. So if I come over here to the wrench, come down to drawing guide, I'm going to turn that on, and that gives me a ruler. If I go to edit, for those that are following along, I'm going to take it down to about 130 pixels. And then I'm going to turn on the drawing assist, and that is like a ruler. So what I can do is just draw on the line. And we're going to draw 9 lines total. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I can turn off the drawing assist. And let's go ahead and label these. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'll create a new layer in case we need to make changes or start over. Let's start with the head. Now, since I made this grid this size, it also helps me with the width. I'll talk about how that works. But first, what we want to do is draw an elliptical for the head. We'll do this middle line here. And it's going to be just about like this, which the way I have this grid set up is just under 2 squares. Now the width of the head, or the shoulders, is going to be about 3 1/3 length. So what you can do is take approximately 1 head length and move that over, and you can see it's about the width of the shoulder, so it's going to be slightly more than that. Same thing over there. So what I'm going to do is go over to the second square here, and also about 1/3 of the next head length down is the top of the shoulders, about right there. So if I draw a circle there and I draw a circle there, that is going to be our shoulders. Next, let's go ahead and do the arms. That way I can show you what the ribs and the pelvic region looks like. So first, let's frame in the top of the body. I know that the navel is going to be the 3rd one down, and the pelvic region is going to be halfway down, or 4, so that starts right there. The elbows sit right at the same length as the navel and right under the shoulders, so I can draw a circle there and a circle there. The wrists are right at the pelvic region, a circle there and a circle there. Then let's just connect the dots. I'm just going to draw a straight line down there, and you can kind of get an idea what the top of the frame looks like. What we can do now is look at the rib cage. It's going to be just above the pelvic region. It's going to go all the way to the top, and it's going to be another elliptical. So let's draw that in about like that. The pelvic is another elliptical, but it's going to be landscape. If we go something like this. And that kind of gives our top frame. What we can do now is start working on the bottom. What I like to do is draw on the hips. So that's going to be on the bottom corner here. I'll draw a circle and a bottom corner here. That really gets us the width of the legs and gives us a starting point. So right underneath there, 2 head links down above there is going to be your knee, and we'll do the other knee here. And then all the way down is going to be your feet. And I'll just do a couple triangle for the feet. And then we can connect those. And then I forgot, let's do the spine there to connect that. That's really the simple shapes to begin with. We may want to make it look a little better by adding some contour lines, make it look more like a person. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll start again back at the top. We'll fill in the neck portion here, and then I'll do the arms. So this is really just gonna do some curves, so out and in at the shoulders to the elbow, and the elbow down to the wrist. And we'll do the same thing here. And then for the hands, I'm just gonna do a little kind of a simple spoon kind of shape there. Then for the torso, it's gonna be wider at the top, it's gonna be narrow around the waist, and then wider the hips, but not as wide as the top of the torso. So it's gonna come down, it's gonna curve in, and then curve back out a bit. Actually, for males, it's probably just gonna kind of go straight down. For females, it's gonna curve in a little bit more. So for males, just about straight down like that. Then we can do the same thing for the legs. So out, a little bit in for the knee, and out again. And we'll start here, out, come in for the knee, back out for the leg. Same thing here. There you have it. So that looks a little more like a person. And as you do this more, you'll begin to memorize it, and you'll be able to do it without any guidelines, and you'll be able to do different proportions, shapes, and angles, and just have fun drawing people from memory. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me the thumbs. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, comment. I'm going to be making more art fundamentals in the next series. I hope to see you soon, and have a great time creating. See you in the next one.